Now I will tap it. I have this little vise here. It's a little special for me, this vise. It's one my dad made many years ago. I lost him when I was 9 years old, so it's one of the few things I have that he had made. He was a radio mechanic, and he made it on the school when he was learning to be radio mechanic. So it's special for me. I keep it free from rust, and I watch out not drill down in the bottom of it. I just take the belt off the drill press, and I can use it to make the threads. I use these kind of tabs here to 1, 2 and 3. They're bigger and bigger threads. So it's just aluminium they have this, but I use them. Takes a little more time, but I like using them. Maybe I should put a little WD-40 on. I can do it by hand. And then the last one. I'll just blow it out. So let's see if it works. Oh, that's fine. Perfect. Yes. Now I will make the other one, but when I finish that, I can't get that one. I'll make a counter sink here, so it's gonna be nice and straight. And now for the counter sink, I have this little screw here that's too short to use as a test. Just put a little. a slightly little bit more. Yep, that's it. Now we have gotten so far. I want to connect the wood with the aluminium. I think the way to do it, it's maybe not the right way, but my way to do it, is to make a slot in the wood and then cut out these sides of the aluminium. So there's going to be a tab there and a slot there, so these two fit together. And when they are together, I'll put two small screws in there, and then the mahogany is going to get over it here. So it's going to be tight, and then I can round this corner here. I think that's a okay connection. But what I need to do now is to make the slot in the wood. I make the slot in the wood first because it's easier to fit the aluminium in the middle in the right thickness than the wood, the way I do it. I will use this 6mm router on my just a normal hand router I will use to it, but I have to make a jig to it, so I'll try to put all this together and then I'll be back. Now I have made the jig. I will use it's just an ordinary hand router, but I have it's not perfectly straight over. See if I can explain. Here I just see if I can explain it. The router is not perfectly in the center of this hole. I don't know if I have to make a new one or something, but I have a little trick I can do. So I get, let's see if I go over here. I have just made, it's just some test cuts. I want this side and this side to have the same thickness. And if we just go over here. If the same thickness is not here, then I have tried it, but I don't know if it's possible to see. Oh, you can see they are not the same thickness. That's not going to work. So I have a little trick. I'll show how I can do it. And then we just need focus. I have made a little dot here, can you see there, on the router. So I start, we put here, out here, and then I go in, and then I'm following this side of the jig down here. And then I turn it around, and then I cut the other side. That way it's always this side here. It refers to, before I did it, I did like that, and that's if it was perfectly in the center, that was, I think I have to, I don't know if I can do it, but I do it with this trick here. But if I do it like that, in there, there and out, and it's not perfectly in the middle, and it's following this side and this side. Then then they won't have the same thickness. So I do that little trick with the machine there. It's just some scrap wood I use to make the template. For now I will make it all ready and then we will make the cut. Now it's ready and cut into the right size. So if I do it wrong now, then it's all over again. But let's hope it's gonna work. Now I use the dot I made. So I always start with the dot on this side. If I turn it around, it's wrong. So let's try to make a cut. And then turn around, put a little cut on, and ready. Let's see. I don't know if you can see, but I can see it. Oh yes, that's perfect. I like it. And now for the last few cuts. I haven't made any errors yet. I hope it will continue. Now let's see. There. Let's try to see if I can focus. You see now they have the same thickness. I like it. And the next thing I have to do is to make the opposite here on the aluminium. Mill it down on this side, so it can fit in there. It's easier to make the aluminium the right thickness than it is here on the wood, because the machine have just that little fault. So that's the next project.